all, aloha again. We're doing here in a lunch break room at the Ukulele Galleria, Hawaii. But we have some special people that I'd like to introduce the viewing audience out there. On my left is Dr. Byron Yasui. He's the head of musicology at the University of Hawaii, a professor. He should be retired, but he's fine. But he's not. Oh, you are retired.
I'm just retired.
Very good.
And I'm not head of musicology.
So he is retired, but playing to a 16, I think he's sandbagging a little bit in his golf game. On his left, we have Walsh. But I think Tom Walsh, you already interviewed before, but Tom Walsh and his spouse here is Nuni Walsh. And she's a direct descendant of Manuel Nunez, the original maker of the ukulele as we know it. So I want to pass the mic on to Nuni, and she can say a few words to the listening audience out there. Okay?
Nuni Walsh, and I met my husband Tom Walsh here in 1996 when I was at the University of Washington in Seattle, and he was living in New Jersey, and he and his friends put on the first Ukulele Expo. So I traveled to Manhattan to pick up my sister, and we drove up to Massachusetts to go to this expo, and that's where we all met, and they had just formed the Ukulele Hall of Fame Museum. So I joined in. We eventually married, actually just a few months later. And each year we put on another expo, and our fan base grew, and our membership grew, and other groups started putting on expositions. So, and we were pretty worn out after a few years of it, so we backed off a little bit from the expositions, and we just run the website now for the past few years, a very active website, and Tom is the expert historian on the instruments and ukulele history with the website, and it gets a lot of questions that write in. He can hardly keep up with all the questions that people write in. Ukulele.org is the website.
Back with Dr. Byron Yasui.
Well, I just retired from the University of Hawaii. I'm a member of the board of directors of the Ukulele Hall of Fame Museum, but it's more in name only because I'm not participating much because we're so far away. But I'm still actively involved in things related to ukulele history, like John King just wrote with Jim Tranquata a book called Ukulele, A History, which is going to be published by the UH Press soon. They've already accepted it. Actually, when I was in the 6th grade, I started playing trumpet, took trumpet lessons. Then in the 8th or 9th grade, my brother came home from the Marines with an old Martin ukulele held together by Scotch tape, cracks all over. And he played something on it. I watched him, and when he put it down, I picked it up and played what I heard. And he lost interest, and I gained interest, and he became my ukulele. So that was the start of my ukulele playing, around the 8th grade or so. And I started playing Hawaiian music with a neighborhood friend, Charlie Kani. He'd come by and we'd harmonize, sing duets, and so on.
Was that in about 1920?
1920. Slap his head. I'll tell you, when it was about the maybe mid-50s or early 50s, I think. And then after that, I went on. After high school, I went on to play jazz bass. There were more jobs playing bass, no jobs for ukulele. So I didn't touch the ukulele from 1960 until 1998, when the Ukulele Hall of Fame called me to be a part of the Ukulele Legends Masters concert tour of the East Coast with Lyle Ritz and Led Kaapana. And so I did, and that got me playing the ukulele again, and I've enjoyed it ever since.
Again, what kind of music when you were little were you playing?
Oh, I was playing a lot of Hawaiian music, and whatever music I learned from other ukulele players, which ranged from Lady of Spain to 12th Street Rag to On the Beach at Waikiki, Crazy G, all kinds of typical ukulele songs, Stars and Stripes.
So Byron, right now you're playing 2 gigs, I hear now.
I'm not playing any gigs.
Not
We're
anymore?
in between jobs.
So Byron is the other half of Benny Chong.
Yeah.
So the B&B boys, Byron and Benny. Now, I mean, I know he hadn't played for a long time, but when he started in '98, from there on he took off like a rocket. So
Benny is the, in my opinion, the top jazz ukulele player in the world, and I play bass with him. I won't dare touch the ukulele on the same stage with Benny because he's, you know, I'll play before him, but not after him.
So do either of you guys, have you played, or do you play at all with either Jake or Ty Gardner?
Benny, you
Ty
played
Money.
with
No, we kind of, I kind of discovered Taimani Gardner at the Outrigger Hotel when she was just a little kid. And I told, Angel Pablo was there, who's kind of Don Ho's right-hand man. I told Angel, tell Don about this Taimani, because she was like a prodigy of Jake. And so Don auditioned her and she got to be on the show. And Jake and I are good friends. We all get together at Kirin restaurant for lunch sometimes, and he brings the ukulele and we
Thursday afternoon lunch.
Yeah.
Lingers.
Yeah, we haven't done that for a while though. But yeah, so Jake's a dear friend. He's a sweetheart, a great player and good, humble musician, you know.
So the ukulele has had basically in the 20s a big resurgence, in the 50s a big resurgence. Are we in another period where that's happening again?
I think so, because what can we look at to determine the popularity of the ukulele? One thing is ukulele sales. The sales of ukulele has gone up, I'm sure. You guys checked that out at the Nazareth, Pennsylvania, Martin Guitar Factory.
I think another factor is the amount of ukulele music you hear on TV commercials and popular music and in TV shows.
Is.
And there's just so many people that are rock musicians and stuff that have started to incorporate it.
Yeah.
20 years ago, you never saw an ukulele. I mean, maybe in Hawaii you did occasionally, but at least where we were on the mainland, it was something that was unseen.
Not only that, but look at Jake. He's been on national Conan O'Brien TV show.
Played for the Queen of England.
Playing Queen of England. Played with Bette Midler, so he's really put the ukulele on the map. And look at the number of ukulele makers around. You can speak to that because, you know, there are more ukulele makers around than you can shake a stick
all of a
at.
sudden now, Kamaka has a CNC machine and they're running high tech now. I mean, from Taylor's manufacturing instrument arm, you know, but they have to create and fulfill the demand. There's no competition for Kamaka. It's just a waiting list. And the 2 boys, Chris and
Casey.
and Casey, are just terrific.
I understand Casey says that Jake is really destructive.
How so?
He'll eat right through the soundboard. Because he plays so hard.
Yeah, he doesn't strum, he shreds.
Well, I want to thank you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.